When you look up at the towering pyramids or the colossal stone statues across the world, have you ever wondered who truly built them? Has history forgotten something or someone? Welcome to Lost Legacies, where we reopen lost chapters of our past, forgotten stories, and unsolved mysteries. Today we follow the trail of ancient giants, legendary beings appearing in the Bible, the Sumerian epics, and the myths of the Hopi, the Maya, and cultures across every continent. Were they mythical exaggerations of folklore, or buried remnants of a truth too vast to accept? What do you think? Giants. Spiritual symbols, folkloric fantasy, or once living beings? Leave your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell, so you never miss another mysterious journey with Lost Legacies. In the Bible, the Nephilim are described sons of gods and daughters of men, giant warriors said to have lived before the Great Flood. In Sumerian records, we meet the Anunnaki, celestial beings of immense size and power. In every ancient civilization, giants weren't side characters, they were part of humanity's origin story. In Ecuador, a nearly 3.5-meter tall skeleton was unearthed in a cave. In China, ancient skulls and teeth far exceeded normal human dimensions. In Egypt, pharaoh statues towering 20 meters. Were they symbolic or realistic? Across 19th century North America, hundreds of reports describe giant skeletons found in native burial mounds. Old articles from the New York Times and San Diego Union once detailed the discovery of giant remains. But then, they vanished. Some researchers suggest the Smithsonian Institute collected and concealed them to preserve the accepted narrative of evolution. The Baalbek stone block, over 1,200 tons. How could ancient builders quarry, move, and place it with precision? At Giza, multi-ton stones are stacked with centimeter accuracy. Could this be the handiwork of something larger than us? From Ymir of Norse myth, to Asuras of Hindu lore, to Oni of Japanese tales, giants are everywhere. In Vietnam, the tale of Ong Dung, a giant who steps over mountains, still lingers. These aren't just myths. They may be echoes of a shared, ancient memory. Some scholars suggest giants didn't vanish. They were absorbed into modern humanity. Traces of their DNA may survive in Denisovans, Neanderthals, and perhaps within us. In ancient memory, giants were not merely enormous beings, but symbols of a golden age, when gods and humans walked the earth together. Texts such as the Book of Enoch, Genesis, and the Mahabharata mention beings like the Nephilim, Rakshasas, and Titans, creatures of immense size and extraordinary wisdom. Many Atlantis theorists believe that giants were the first inhabitants of Atlantis, born from the union of celestial beings and primitive humans. They were the guardians of ancient knowledge, the master builders of colossal stone temples beyond modern comprehension. Suggested visual: a colossal city with towering statues of giants, bathed in divine light. Across the globe, from the Andes and Persian Plateau to the plains of North America, controversial discoveries have emerged. Skeletal remains over 3 meters tall, fossilized footprints of enormous proportions, and tools impossible for average humans to wield. Legends speak of the Lovelock Cave giants, the Kandahar giant, and the Patagonian colossi. Could these remains belong to Atlantis's original citizens? Or were they the lost descendants who survived the great cataclysms? Suggested visual: archaeologists uncovering a massive humanoid skeleton in a desert, shocked and awestruck. A mysterious theory suggests that giants may have caused the downfall of Atlantis. With power surpassing nature's limits, they defied universal laws, ultimately invoking the wrath of the gods that drowned the mighty continent. Much like the tale of the fallen angels in Abrahamic lore, Atlantean giants were said to be rebellious, overreaching, and destructive, disrupting the balance of the cosmos. Suggested visual: a giant collapsing into flames as Atlantis's majestic towers crumble into the rising sea. To this day, many indigenous cultures tell of giants who retreated into mountains, deep earth caverns, or the ocean's depths. Secretive orders like the Thule Society, Skull and Bones, or even factions within the Vatican are rumored to hold forbidden knowledge about these beings. Could it be that giants never vanished, but instead withdrew from the light, waiting for the time when humanity is mature enough to remember and honor their colossal ancestors? Suggested visual: a giant hidden among cliffs, glowing eyes piercing the darkness, watching the human world in silence. Mainstream history may have erased their names, but myth, architecture, and memory remember the giants. They may have been an ancient race, forgotten, erased. Or maybe they were us, before we lost the line between myth and memory. What do you believe? Giants, an extinct species, or a hidden truth? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you found this journey valuable, please like, subscribe, and share. Together, let us rediscover the lost legacies of our world.